welcome to the Fandom Show, the podcast where we learn about fantastic fandoms by talking to our favorites about their favorites. I'm Kaya Green.
And I am Stephanie Malik.
And today we are talking about the most bulletproof of Boy Scouts. Yes, we are talking about BTS. Wait a minute. Record scratch.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you.
I was thinking maybe Andrew would stick one in, but I think this is better.
Yeah.
This is better. You're asking yourself, wait, we've talked about BTS before.
Yeah, didn't you do an episode about this back in the early days?
Well, that is absolutely correct,
You're right.
Loyal fan. Thank you so much for knowing.
Loyal fan. One fan.
Just the one person
Just
who
the one
noticed.
person be like, holy shit.
We have, in fact, done a BTS episode, and we're doing, get this, another one.
Ooh.
Yes. We have always sort of intended to try doing a second episode about the same fandom. Not because there's any lack of fandoms, but just because one episode is rarely enough to cover the sort of depth of fandom for people, and people have sort of different experiences, right?
Yeah, fandom is typically, it's a collective and individual experience. So many people are fans of the same thing, but they have different takes on it. They like it differently. They engage with it differently. So we wanted to represent that. And what better topic than BTS?
Yeah, because it was the very first episode we ever did, and then it came back again when we actually did this as a podcast. So it just keeps coming back, and that's true of BTS as well.
It's true. They never go away for long. They always come back to
That's
our
right,
hearts.
and that's why this is timely. Steph, do you want to explain how we've been ARMY wives?
Okay, yes, it's been a really tough couple of years for BTS ARMY because their husbands have gone to the actual military service. Korea has a mandatory military service that BTS all recently completed. So in terms of ARMY and in terms of the fandom, BTS is back. They're as chaotic as ever. They're right back at it. They're recording a new album. Like, I'm not going to get too into it because we'll talk about it more. But
totally.
Now is a very fun time for ARMY because we've had to just eke out whatever content we can get.
And just a reminder for those of you who didn't recently listen to our last episode, ARMY is what the BTS fans call themselves.
Yes.
So yes, today we are going to be talking about BTS. We're going to be talking about ARMY, and oh boy, Steph, do we have someone to talk about that?
You didn't even ask me what I know about BTS.
We know a lot about BTS.
Okay,
Everybody
fine.
knows this.
Do you know who does know also a lot about BTS?
Is it our guest?
Yes, Kaya. It is
It's
our
not.
guest.
It's our guests.
It's our guests, because also this is our first time we've had two guests on the podcast. We are joined by Jules and Marissa Lee of Bangtan Ball. Since starting in 2022, Bangtan Ball has hosted BTS and K-pop events in Toronto with the mission to create safe, joyful spaces for ARMY to connect, celebrate, and be their unabashed selves. From high-energy dance parties to workshops to retreats to dance classes, we've done one of those, and even a BTS run club, Bangtan Ball is where the purple magic lives on, always by ARMY, for ARMY. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having us.
We're so stoked to have you. This is very exciting. We reached out to you because, we are big fans of all you do for ARMY and the sort of places you create for people to be themselves and to share their love of BTS. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Let's pretend someone listening to this has never heard of BTS. How would you explain BTS to them?
Well, first off, have you been living under a rock? BTS is genuinely the biggest boy band, of all time. I think.
Ever.
I think they now have, this is obviously swayed by population growth, but more fans than the Beatles did.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. But yeah, for BTS, I would describe them as the world's biggest boy pop band, K-pop band. They are 7 glorious-looking men.
Glorious looking is such a good way of putting that.
From South Korea.
From South Korea. Talented beyond words. They are honestly Renaissance men because they're not just K-pop stars where they dance and sing. They do everything.
Yep.
Like, they are content creators. They are our biggest cheerleaders, like the fandom's biggest cheerleaders.
Yeah.
They have all these interests and activities that they do, and we get to watch it because they create so much content. And so, genuinely, they are Renaissance men to us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How else would you describe them?
My husband's.
They are the husbands of
7
everyone.
husbands. Yes.
No matter what your orientation, they are your husbands, and they love you.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
It
love
is
all of us.
It is so true though that BTS is hard to describe to people as just a band because like that's not even how most people get into them. I find is strictly because of their music. Like rarely I find somebody just heard a song and that's how they got in. It's often through like dances or music videos or they watch a show or their friend makes them feel bad for not being able to know some of them and then they go learn their faces from watching carpool karaoke. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, and both of us.
Yeah.
What's your ARMY journey been? So how did you get into BTS? When did it all start for you? What drew you in?
Yeah.
Ooh, so I was the first one to get into BTS. This is Jules talking. And it was the first day of pandemic. My boyfriend was in Tremblant on a boys' trip, and it was the lockdown, the day of the lockdown.
Oh my God, really?
It was the day of the lockdown, and I remember texting him being like, hey, are you okay? Because this is what's happening in the city right now. And he wasn't going to come home for 4 more days. He was stuck out there, and I was alone in the house, and I sought to YouTube for, a safe place.
Yeah.
And I was watching Carpool Karaoke by James Corden. I love the Adele one, and it was just on replay, or autoplay, I should say.
You're just going through that
Exactly.
YouTube hole of them.
So it goes from like Adele to Lady Gaga, and then BTS comes on. And I had heard of BTS before watching that video, but I thought nothing of it because we are not innately K-pop fans.
Right.
We have been fangirls in the past, but we had no interest really in K-pop. And so I watched that video, and I was intrigued, to say the least.
Was there a particular member that caught you?
So it's funny because the first person that caught my eye was V, who is now Marissa's bias, and now I don't look at V.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist
That
to
was
me.
the same for me. I saw
exactly
V and I
what
was like,
happened to you.
who is this
Yeah,
man?
he was mysterious in the backseat. He had one-liners.
His hair was covering his face, so
Yeah.
you couldn't really see his
mysterious
eyes.
boy prince that he is.
He was giving, tuxedo mask from Sailor
Big
Moon.
tuxedo mask
Totally.
energy.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
the energy.
Yeah, he would carry roses around. That would absolutely be his
Totally.
thing. Yeah.
Totally.
Though that is also Jin's thing. Let's not mince
Let's not
things
confuse it. Let's not confuse it. All right. Okay, so it was first V. That's the one that
Yes,
caught
it was
your eye.
first V, but then also everybody had their own moments where Namjoon, RM, is such a good English speaker, and he had a great rapport with James Corden. Jin is hilarious. Yoongi looks like a little cat in the middle seat.
He does. Like he's going to fall asleep any moment. Yeah.
And I loved his bleached blonde hair. Jimin and Jungkook were so cute.
Yeah.
Like the little dumpling or baby mochi
Oh, yeah.
moment that he had.
Papa
and then
Mochi and Baby
J-Hope's
Mochi.
smile is contagious.
Yeah.
So they hooked me, and I just needed to know more. And I just started watching everything that I could. I was watching BTS nonstop, and because I was by myself because of lockdown, I had the space and time to do it.
Oh, yeah.
No one could stop you.
Exactly.
You just got to go in.
Yeah, and so I was very quickly a fan, and I think it was a couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. She did not let in on her rabbit hole obsessions. She was quiet as a mouse. I thought everything was just same old Jules.
It was a secret.
Like this needs to be just mine for a hot second.
Yeah. And then I think it was when, people were allowed to start creating their little bubbles. If you picked your people and you could see each other again. So we had our little family bubble, and Jules had come over, and we were sitting in my living room, and she's like, guys, I gotta show you something. She pulls up YouTube, brings up Carpool Karaoke, me, my sister, I think my dad at the time, we were all watching it. Jules is giddy as can be. She's glued to the screen. Aren't they just amazing?
It was show and tell.
Yeah, 100% was. And I remember being in complete denial. I was like, yeah,
They're okay.
they're okay. I guess that one's kind of cute. Of course, picking out V.
Yep.
Because he's just so goddamn mysterious looking.
Look at him.
And I think it took Jules a couple more tries of showing me music videos. And I think it was really when Dynamite came out that I got really hooked. Because I was like, oh, first off, why does this sound like disco pop? I love this.
I know.
It's a great song.
Great song. And I just remember watching the music video and being like, okay, I'm in it. I know all their names already. And I didn't realize subconsciously Jules had been working on that with me for a while.
Way to go. Way to like lay the pipe for
dripping it
that.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sneaky.
She was sneaky. It was like when Dynamite came out, I was like, oh my God, did you see Namjoon? She's like, yeah, I did.
I sure did.
With pride in her eyes, being like, she knew not.
A single purple tear runs down your face. Beautiful. Yeah.
And then, I mean, everybody knows it's a slippery slope from there.
Yeah.
You know, and then the word vomit comes, and it's all you can talk about,
Yeah.
all you want to consume.
Yes.
It's true. I'm married, and so my husband was like, oh God, what has happened?
How does he feel about the fandom?
He is a very, it took him a while. I'm not gonna lie, but he's a very supportive ARMY wife husband. I don't know how to describe
Army
that.
husband, but of BTS Army.
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Yes.
That's very
so
funny.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that's sort of a similar thing to us. I feel like the pandemic was a big part of it for a lot of people because it is such a dense fandom to get into. There's so much content already by the time the pandemic had hit over here. So having all that time to like just learn it all was so helpful, at least for us.
Yeah, I think especially given with the pandemic, like the timing of Dynamite was so smart because everyone was so sad.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, we need some hope. And here are these beautiful, talented, joyful, pastel-colored K-pop sensations being like, we got you. It's just like, how could you not fall?
Yeah.
How could you not fall?
For those of you who are not BTS fans, you've probably heard the song Dynamite while you're shopping or in a mall or anywhere because it plays on the radio a lot. It's probably the one that you have definitely heard.
Yeah. 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 Okay. So we've talked a bit about kind of how you got into it. But BTS obviously one of the biggest groups the biggest group in the world, and they have such loyal, like their fans are so loyal and so intense with their love. What do you think makes people love BTS so much? What is it about this 7?
Yeah. Why does it go from that one video to suddenly you watch every single thing they do?
I don't know if it's. I think you were mentioning that a lot of people became ARMY during the pandemic, and I think at that time, anybody who did become ARMY, it was a very isolating time. You're holed up at home. You aren't able to chat with your friends, see your friends, hang out with people, and it felt like you all of a sudden had 7 best friends.
Yeah.
Who you could just laugh with, cry with, eat with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
They do a lot of eating.
They do a lot of eating, and you're like, oh, that cup of ramen looks really good. I'm gonna go to my kitchen and make some ramen right now. Like that, it just felt like even though there was a screen and clearly they are thousands of miles away, you had best friends, and I feel like ever since then we feel like BTS has been our 7 best friends / boyfriend / husband.
Yeah. Emotional support boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they put out so much other stuff other than their music that it's very easy to create a parasocial relationship with them.
Yeah.
And it's not one-sided. They love ARMY just as much as we love BTS.
Yeah.
And because they show us that love back, maybe not personally, but as a whole, it feels amazing.
Yeah.
And it's so nice.
We joke often that we truly believe that Jungkook thinks that ARMY is his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like he's
I'm fairly certain.
yeah, his love, like they all love ARMY so much, but I feel like his specific love of ARMY is a bit romantic. It's just like, I need all of you. Like you are here with me.
Yeah.
Which is they're so I love them all.
They're thoughtful.
They're thoughtful.
They are.
They
I-
really genuinely care about their fans.
I truly have never seen a band that reacts to their fan base the way that BTS does. And for for people who are listening who might not know what the actual process of sort of coming up in K-pop was, like, what was the process of BTS going from sort of an underground or like unknown group that, let's say, were underdogs to one of the biggest boy bands in the world? Like, what was that process for them? And like, it had a lot to do with their fans, right?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't understand how anybody who is a young person goes through the K-pop trainee program.
It seems crazy.
It seems so intense. I don't know if you've watched the K-pop, or what is it, Pop Academy with featuring Cat's Eye?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
We watched that.
So if anybody has Netflix, you can certainly watch this show. I think it's a really interesting glimpse into the process of what it is to get into the industry. I know Cat's Eye is not necessarily K-pop,
Yeah.
but they very much model after the K-pop, process.
They use the same like training system.
Yeah.
And it was Hybe, who is BTS's company, their label that ran Cat's Eye and ran that program.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so Hybe, previous to becoming this multi-million-dollar conglomerate, used to be Big Hit, and that's who BTS started with. And yeah, they were very much underdogs. They not necessarily were not accepted by the K-pop community, but I remember their first debut video of them coming out. They were in like fake Gucci.
Oh, it's still funny.
It's still funny, and they look so different to what they look like now.
So different.
And obviously we weren't necessarily BTS fans back then, but I can imagine that the ridicule was maybe a little high.
Yeah.
So they were definitely the underdogs. But I mean, with everything BTS, I just feel this persistence, this dedication to their craft, dedication to their fandom.
Yeah.
I think honestly that is the secret sauce for why BTS became BTS, you know? And I don't know, I found it just really inspiring when we got into BTS. At first I was like, oh, handsome men.
Yeah. Which is a great reason. A great reason. Still an excellent reason.
Still,
Yeah.
if that was the only reason, I'd be like, yes, good for you.
I don't even like men, and they're so fun to look at. I mean, like men as people, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just pretty.
But I think they really are inspiring. Just hearing their story, hearing what they had to go through, the ridicule. You know, media in Korea is not necessarily kind all the time.
Wow.
And not to say that they were getting canceled, but cancel culture is a very prominent thing in Korea. And so, yeah, despite all odds, I feel like they really persevered to where they are now. And if you are a Western loving music lover who has not been exposed to K-pop, really, honestly, give it a shot. Because if you listen to their music, there is a lot of just like really intricate lyrics, music structure.
Yeah.
They all have a hand in how their music comes about too. So it is really very cool.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, the pop production on it alone is just like phenomenally detailed.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. And when they were coming up, they had to do like competition shows, right?
Yeah, the competition shows. I remember when we first started getting into BTS, and again, that rabbit hole of just YouTube autoplay.
Yep.
And I remember watching a video of them being background dancers as well for another band. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, they had to go through so much to just lay the stepping stones for where they are. And I think a lot of people who don't know BTS think, oh, they're just a boy band. A lot of money was thrown at them, and they're a big success because of all this marketing and things like that. But no, they genuinely, I think, groveled.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people's like understanding of boy bands in the West is like Backstreet Boys, where it's like they were just assembled and then
Curated,
advertised.
and it was like,
that's it.
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
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 Whereas BTS had to like define themselves outside of just the label, because also wasn't Big Hit like one of the smaller labels? They didn't have a lot of money, and everyone was like, "What is this? Who are these guys?
Yeah.
What are these outfits? What
To
is that
be fair,
hair?
what were the outfits?
What were the
I mean,
outfits? What
I
was
love
the
them,
hair?
but those were choices, and they pivoted, and I think that was smart.
Yeah, and I feel like at that point that was a turning point for them as artists, where they and correct me if I'm wrong, you've probably seen more than I have, and I've seen a lot. But when they started being more themselves, I feel like that was when they started seeing more success.
Yeah. I think there was again, so much content. I'm
There's
gonna
so much
there's
content.
so much. Yeah,
I'm gonna reference another video. I remember what not to say that I have any specific bias towards any of the members. I know everybody has technically a
Oh, we'll get there.
bias.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I remember in the early days of liking BTS, J-Hope was not necessarily the top of my radar. And I remember watching one of those compilation videos of J-Hope back in the day, early debut.
I know.
And we're all gonna cry just thinking about it. Because J-Hope was maybe a little bit of the underdog of the band at the time, and everybody else was getting fan letters and fan mail from fans, and J-Hope didn't get anything, and he came on a live in a very small studio space, expressing how sad he was. And then, the next concert, there was fan mail for him, and he, received it, looking all like, oh, wow, this is for me. And I remember watching that and being like, oh, my God, how has J-Hope not been on my radar?
We have to take care of him. We have to take care of him.
I would give you my kidney. Do you need my kidney?
It is sort of funny that every one of them has a moment like that.
Yeah.
That you can sort of really fall in love with, of being like, oh, they're just a person doing their best, you know?
Literally. Oh.
Yeah.
And I think that's why at least for me, I see so much of myself in them. Like, I'm just trying to do my best.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think also, even though they're millionaires and are at a status that we can't personally relate to,
Yeah.
they still feel like normal people. Like, they're superstars, but they're still normal, and they still feel relatable and accessible, and they've broken that barrier with ARMY.
Yeah. Do you think that has to do with the fact that there's seven? There's seven of them together through this. Like, how do you think? Obviously, we say within ARMY, BTS is seven, but how do you think that dynamic and that number of people helped to ensure that they were a strong unit together?
I don't know if it's the exact number that helps them be BTS and be the big, inspiration that they are to all of us. I think it's just the fact that, bottom line, they are family to each other.
Yeah, totally.
They love each other.
Yeah.
They are best friends to each other. And as much as they are colleagues, their relationship to one another is just as important.
Yeah.
Or at least that's the way they make it seem to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I think that camaraderie is what fans cling on to
Yeah.
and love to see.
Yeah. They humble each other a
They
lot.
do. Favorite.
No matter how big they get, one of them is always going to be like, yo, I remember when you used to snore in the dorm, or you'd fart overnight. And she'd be like, yes, that's true, I did that. It doesn't matter that you're modeling for Celine or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, they really grew up together in a
Yeah.
very real way, which is very cool. Yes, that's a very good point. They very much are family.
Yeah, because with other K-pop groups, they are multitudes. Like, I don't even know how many people are in, what's that giant group? NCT.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But-
wow.
And I'm not going to talk about other groups and what their dynamics
They
are.
can have their own episodes.
And they surely will.
But it's just BTS feels different.
Yeah.
Their relationship feels different, and the way that they show and display their relationship amongst each other to us is what's so special as a fan.
Yeah, it feels so healthy.
It does.
Yeah.
And I know it's so flippant, but, when somebody has a birthday, they're always like, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, bro. And I know it's like a probably joke,
Yeah.
They don't mean bro, but no, maybe they do. Maybe they really do consider themselves brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. They've been through a lot together, and they're the only ones. And this is the thing I find so interesting about K-pop. They're the only ones who know what it's like for them.
Yeah.
They came up together. They put in all that work together. They're the only ones who know what they've been through. And I imagine it's really lonely to be a solo artist being that famous, like a Taylor Swift or something like that. But they have someone who gets it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would keep you sane.
I almost equate it to Disney Channel kids.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's very different, where you're in this very chaotic industry where you are trying to be an adult you're trying to be a kid, but in an adult world. And I think BTS or K-pop, the trainee program can be a little bit different because you do actually have a group that you can rely on. But at the same time, I do find it very interesting that, you know, BTS or any K-pop group in general do become so close because at the beginning, they're often competitors.
Yeah,
You
true.
know, like to get into a management company, to be even considered to be a K-pop idol, you have to go through audition processes and you are at odds sometimes with others. But yet, despite all that, BTS,
Yeah.
family.
It's almost like athletic,
Yeah.
you know?
Trauma bonding.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Exactly.
That's honestly the word that came to mind.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. What is the family dynamic like within BTS? For those that don't know, like who's in charge? What's like who are the Youngs? Who are the explain all that for somebody who's maybe never heard about it before.
Well, every K-pop group has a leader, and for some groups, the leader is often the oldest. But for BTS, the leader is RM, who is the fourth oldest in the group. And I believe he was nominated to be the leader. I'm pretty sure, don't fact check me. Get mad if I am wrong. But I'm pretty sure that BTS had to say into who the leader was. And so they chose RM because of his qualities.
He's so cool.
He's so cool.
The coolest.
Yeah, he is.
So responsible.
And so like confident in his ideas and his vision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then we do have this layer of seniority in Korean culture and in BTS. And so there's the Hyungs, which are the oldest members, and that consists of Jin, who's the oldest, and then Suga, who's second. J-Hope and RM are the same age, and those four are the Hyungs. And then the Maknaes, who are the youngest, go in order from Jimin, V, who are the same age, and then Jungkook is the youngest.
Yeah.
And that encapsulates the order of status.
I've always felt like RM has like a tired dad energy.
Yeah, it feels like a single, like a divorced dad, just being like, "Oh God, I have the kids this weekend."
Except he has the kids every weekend.
I was just about to say that too. Yeah,
They're always chaotic. There's one clip from In the Soup of RM trying to read, and then Jungkook just running in the background singing to himself, and it's just like, oh, poor dad.
Poor dad.
Poor dad. He's working so hard for the kids. Okay, we briefly touched on this. Who are your biases and who are your bias wreckers? Bias
Honestly,
is
for
favorite.
me, it was changing all over the map. Like as of 6 months ago, I was like, oh, this, ooh, yeah, maybe that's become my new bias.
They
But
sneak up on you.
they really do.
Yeah.
And it honestly can just come from one video of them. But I think my alt bias is V.
V?
I never strayed from V. I'm a loyal girl.
Do you have a bias wrecker?
Bias wrecker, always Namjoon.
Namjoon
Sneaks up on
It
you.
really does. Oh man, especially when he works out and he's got these big titties. I'm like, okay, Mr. Sir, throw me over your shoulder.
I don't really like Butter and Permission to Dance era. You're like, excuse me.
Oh,
Excuse
excuse
me.
me.
What? Drop the routine. What is
Yeah,
going on?
no,
here?
Yeah.
for real. But to be honest, nowadays V is also in that same category.
Oh my
so
God, he
I
got buff in the army,
Oh,
and I hope
man.
he keeps it. He looks great.
I was very anxious at first. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can deal with that. I don't know. But then I saw him and I was like, oh, yes, I can.
Oh, we're all
can
fine
deal
with
with
this.
that.
You did great.
She likes muscles.
Fair.
Apparently so.
Jules, what about you? Who's your bias and bias wrecker?
My bias is Suga, and I think about him almost daily.
As one should.
Yeah. And then my bias wrecker, which changes daily as well, is currently Jungkook.
All right. What about Jungkook is wrecking you?
I think Jungkook and I are very similar in ways, in the sense that we are very passionate people, very silly people, and he's very sexy.
Yes.
So it's hard not to,
Yeah.
have a wandering eye.
And he can serenade you at any given
Oh my
And
gosh.
he will.
He'll
man.
never
Can
stop.
I just confess something? I'm going to confess something.
Yes, please.
The live that he did the other day, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back to Weverse Live, Jungkook. thank you for karaokeing with us. I was listening to it in the bathroom, and I was harmonizing with him.
Yes.
The best part. And I was like, oh my God, we could do this together every day.
Just duet
Yeah.
every single day.
Just have
Imagine.
little, beautiful songs in your house. Well, he was on a live recently, and at one point, like, he walked away.
Yeah.
You could just still hear him singing in the
Yeah.
background. Like, he doesn't
doesn't
stop.
stop.
Yeah.
So funny.
He never stops.
I love it.
It's so good. Well, who's your bias, Kai?
Jungkook is my bias.
Yeah.
I am also very loyal. I saw him do that little spin in Permission to Dance, and I was
Oh.
like, "Who's he?"
Yes.
And from that moment on, I was like, "That's my boy." I think he's so silly. He is just like so single-minded and yet so scattered. Like he just loves performing more than anything at all, and I just think it's so cute how much he just can't stop doing it at all times. Like I love watching him run BTS and watching him in the background when he's not talking. Just he can't stop moving. He's just this little puppy dog. I love him so much. He's so silly. I really enjoy him. I have many bias records. Suga's usually the one though. So we have we have a reverse. Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I've been on a journey. I started with V.
Yep.
Then Jin came in. Then
Yep.
Suga.
Oh,
Then
Yeah.
Jungkook.
my God. So many evolutions.
So many
Right?
evolutions. Right now, I'd say it's JK is my number one, and my wrecker. It's Suga. He gets me.
Not Jin.
They're in the same number.
You sound surprised, Kaya.
It's because I have a top three, and I can't
They
stray
shift.
from them. They
They
shift within
shift.
that.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Jin, I feel like, is someone that we would hang out with. Like
Yes,
Jin is just
yeah.
a little troll, very funny, little scamp.
Yeah, there's a video of him yelling at kids while playing video games, and I just am like, yeah, I would hang out with this
Good
guy.
energy. It's funny
very
energy.
funny.
So talking about your fandom, you run BTS themed events, which means you spend a lot of time with ARMY. What do you think is unique about ARMY as a community?
Honestly, when you had invited us to be part of this, we were like, oh, this is gonna be so exciting. It's gonna be so fun. But maybe we should actually just rebrand it as a podcast about our love of ARMY.
Yeah.
Because ARMY, I don't know, to be completely frank, me and Jules, not social people. We have very few friends. We are very introverted. And
Really
so,
could have shocked me on that.
that
one.
is
Like,
actually
surprised
shocking.
me. Well, meeting you in this context, right?
I guess that's
Yeah.
true. So when we first started throwing events, it felt very antithesis to who we were as people. But honestly, a lot of what we first started and what motivated us was ultimately BTS. We were like, oh, we can be, BTS's helpful cheerleaders here in North America, here in Toronto, in our little universe here. But then, honestly, it just evolved into, oh my gosh, ARMY is the absolute coolest. We have been able to meet so many people of all ages.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions about K-pop, or BTS specifically, is that we are often deemed in the media to be young girls.
Yep.
I have actually yet to meet a young girl. Young girl period.
Young adults.
Yeah, no, but
That's so true.
it's genuinely true. I mean, so many of ARMY, I think, are actually working, functional adults with lives
Yeah.
and passions, and they have careers, and they have interests outside of K-pop. We just all happen to love the same thing, and we all believe in this, I don't know, this idea that we are stronger together. And so I don't know if that fully answers your question, because I can't fully remember what the question was.
Just what's unique about ARMY as a community?
So you're nailing it.
But
You're nailing it.
okay,
Yeah.
I think we're there.
Yeah.
So ARMY itself, I think, is just I don't think I've ever been part of a community before, and being part of this community feels so safe.
yeah.
You know, I think there's this lack of judgment, at least for the ARMYs that we've met.
Yeah.
You know, I can't.
There's like netizens and aunties out there who
Yeah,
are,
yeah. But
but we don't want them
we,
there.
yeah,
And they don't tend to show up at events.
and that is the thing. That is the thing. They typically don't. They're usually behind a computer screen. But
Yeah.
the ARMY that we have met, they make us feel so safe, so supported, not only in what we love, you know, we love to talk about BTS. We'll geek out, we'll nerd out, we'll be like, oh my God, did you watch that latest, you know, video? But, you know, even in the things that we do, so many ARMY are just like, wow, you know, we recognized how much work you put into this.
Wow.
And it's really, really amazing. And we just want to thank you. So I don't know, there's just this sense of ARMY is really observant. And not only are they observant, but they're also just very humble people too. And we all just want to love.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's it at the end of the day. We want to love BTS. And then, not to get too cliche, but we want to love ourselves, which is a big mantra of BTS.
Yeah. Love ourselves and love each other. I think the safety is amazing in ARMY. And specifically at our events, when you walk into a room, and oftentimes people will come to these events by themselves, you don't feel alone. You arrive alone, but you don't leave alone. And there is a sense of community that is special in ARMY that is, I feel, can be defined by friendship, an immediate friendship. And it starts as like, you know, who's your bias?
Yeah.
Like, who's your bias wrecker? But then quickly, you're involved in each other's lives.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's BTS almost becomes the icebreaker for people to
Exactly.
form deeper friendships.
Totally. Yeah.
And ARMY is so generous.
Oh
They
my God.
are.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's crazy how generous they are. Like, I remember when we went to our very first BTS concert, we were so unprepared. We had no idea what to expect. We were like, oh, it's going to be like a regular concert. You know, we're going to show up to the arena/stadium dressed in normal clothes. And we're going to walk in and just, there's going to be an opener and there's going to be just a show and we'll go home and we'll be happy. And then we get there. And I remember we were very lucky to be able to go to LA.
Oh man,
for
you went to
permission
those?
dance.
Oh my
So gosh. Cool.
It was
so cool.
the coolest experience. But again, I wish we had known so much more before showing up because we show up and it's SoFi Stadium and all of a sudden, like, we just see this crowd swarming. And we're like, oh my God, what's going on? Is one of the members here? And we're like running up. And it was just people, ARMY, giving out photos, like 9x11, or not 9 by 4x6 inch printed photos. And they were just like handing them up, being like, who's your bias? Who's your bias? And I remember being like, what? You're just giving this to us for free?
And printing ain't cheap.
No, printing is not cheap. Printing is not. Where do you even print these?
A very good question.
I don't actually know. So I remember just being like, wait, this is all for free? We didn't have a bag. We had nothing. Our arms were full of stuff. And we're like, freebies? What's a freebie?
Because, like, fans just give stuff away. We recently brought a friend of ours, also a previous guest on the podcast, Shannon, to one of your events. And we had to warn her. We were like, you're going to get stuff.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what the stuff is going to be.
No.
It's probably going to be bracelets or stickers or photos, but you're going to get stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's just like a hallmark of any BTS event, right? That people just give things away that they've made.
And they don't even want anything back. Like,
No.
I remember at these concerts, people would like literally almost like throw them at you because they didn't want to give any space for you to be like, oh, what, thank you for the bracelet. Here's one back. Like, they were like, no, just take it.
Yeah.
I don't want anything. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Like, people, like, literally with some of this stuff, they're spending so much time preparing to go to these events so that they can share this.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know if that's common in any other fandoms. I've never encountered that ever.
Yeah, we've been part of a number of fandoms, and this is the only one I've ever seen that happen in.
Yeah, I mean, the only other one that I can think of is Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Swifties I know do the bracelets, but even then you have to exchange the bracelet. BTS, no. You could come empty-handed, and then you're leaving with an armful up to the armpits, going up your ankles of freebie bracelets.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever bought a photo card, but I have so many photo cards at home.
Or boy paper, as we
Boy
call
paper.
it now.
Boy
That's
Yeah.
a great name.
Yeah.
We didn't come up with it, but we're using it a lot now.
I like that.
With all the money in the world, what kind of BTS event would you throw?
A free one.
Yeah.
I would love to do a
Sick
free
answer. Sick answer.
That's a very cool answer.
That is a great answer. So maybe we should, when we first started, we named ourselves Bangtan Ball because we actually wanted to throw a ball.
Yeah.
Like a prom, a
my
BTS
gosh.
prom.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, how did you, okay, I need to backtrack a bit because you said you're introverts.
Yes.
How did you get from we're introverts who don't do a lot of socializing to we're going to throw a party, invite question mark,
Strangers.
like, put it out there, and now running multiple events. Like, what was that? Did you throw parties before that ever?
No.
What?
I mean, again, pandemics, or following the pandemic, when Permission to Dance was a big thing, and they went on tour to a couple places and had these concerts. Not only are the concerts live and you get to go see them in person, they also do live screenings or live recordings. And then you can also watch the live recording, but then like a week later, you can also rewatch the concert again. So we watched Permission to Dance. I don't even know how many times.
At least 12 times.
At least.
A lot.
Like, the concert was ingrained in our brain,
Yeah.
and we were like, okay, I think this is going to be a problem.
Right. Yeah, you know exactly when Jungkook's like wardrobe malfunction
Yes,
happened.
exactly.
And my eyes are glued to the screen.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
we're ready
Thank
with
you,
the
that
remote.
wardrobe
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
We're ready with the remote to just pause it.
Exactly.
That
And there
jacket
it
is ARMY.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't know, it was probably, our 12th time watching it, and we're not even watching the screen anymore. We're just like, we have it on for sentimental purposes, and we're just chilling on the couch. And I can't remember which song specifically or which set of the
I
concert.
think it was Boy With Love.
I think it was too.
in the middle of the
Because
concert.
it was like a remix song, and it had a good vibe, and we're like just dancing on the couch. We're like, yeah, this is great. And I remember turning to Jules and being like, I wish we could just like dance with other people. And we have, I think I can collectively count on 2 fingers.
2.
How many times I've been to a club?
2.
2. I've never danced in a room with other people before.
But we love to dance.
But we do love to dance.
Yeah.
And so we're like, oh, I wish we could just like dance with other people. And Jules is like, yeah, that would be amazing. Oh my God, should we do it? And we're like, yeah. And then we were literally, honestly, probably delirious at that point, because all these concerts, when they're re-aired, are at stupid hours of the day. You know, it's like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. our time, because it's X amount of time in Korea.
Yep.
So we were delirious probably, but this delirium just like kept feeding us, and we were like, yeah, and we could do this, and we could do that, and oh my God, wouldn't it be so cool if we did blah, blah. And so it was honestly from there that we were like, okay, we're gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
And so it was Jules who took the reins. She found a venue, and the rest was history.
That's incredible.
And we just ran with it, knowing literally nobody but each other as fans. We went to every cup sleeve that we could, every event that we knew was happening for BTS and like the release of their Proof album. We gave out photo cards and we were like, hey, we're doing this thing. If you wanted to come, that would be really cool. And that's how it happened.
Yeah.
And we sold out a room of 200 people the first event that we threw.
Yeah. Wow, that is so incredible. To like not just think this would be a good idea, someone should do this, but to be like, I will be that someone.
Yeah,
We are very take action.
yeah, we
people.
are
Yeah.
very action oriented.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
You'd have to be to create the like events that you do, because from the dances, it has now spawned into multiple different types of events. Talk to us about some of the other events that you've thrown and like how that is, how that's helped you get closer with other ARMY.
Well, we started with our dance parties because we wanted to dance.
Yeah.
And then as we started doing these dance parties, we began to meet other ARMYs and connect with other people that shared similar interests. But at our dance parties, it's really hard to actually be one-on-one with people
Yeah,
because
totally.
we take it upon ourselves to be on stage as hype women so that people feel comfortable to let loose because we're letting loose.
Yeah,
And
which I've always thought, by the way, is such a like unique and cool choice.
Yeah.
Like you really do set a cool tone where everybody is sort of just allowed to be fun. And the way you bring people up to do the dances, I think is so awesome because so many people are at home learning those dances and have nowhere to do them. Yeah. But you can tell when people get up there and like nail a dance that they're like, I fucking did it. I fucking did it.
My life, I'm a star.
I got to be Jungkook today.
And
you know?
the audience screaming for them. We're like, they did that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I've never seen anything like it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so touching to hear.
It really is.
But yeah, because we wanted to connect on a deeper level with ARMY and create friendships beyond the dance floor, we were like, what else could we do that could set the stage for friendship building? Obviously, Run BTS episodes are so fun, and they're often doing things that you wish you could do.
Can
Why
you explain
can't we
Run
do
BTS
that?
episodes, just in case
yes.
someone hasn't heard of it?
Of course. So Run BTS is a variety show that BTS does where they, as a group of 7, will do an activity or play a game amongst themselves, and they're just having fun. And so
Having so much
So
fun.
much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I actually love meeting ARMY, who actually got into BTS straight from Run BTS.
Really?
What?
Yeah, those exist.
That's
Whoa.
Like, how did you even
delightful.
get there
'Cause,
on
like,
the YouTube algorithm?
I get that, like, that being what they sort of fell in love with, but to go straight from that is like, why did you start?
Yeah.
yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Literally crazy.
So some examples of Run BTS episodes are them at an amusement park, or them doing pottery, or playing with dogs, just playing silly games that are old Korean games. It's really, really fun to watch, and it's something different every time. And so we were thinking, what is the most accessible to us? What would be of interest to other people? And we started with pottery. We started with a dance class.
Dance class, which I think you
We came to that
We
one.
did
you
indeed,
came
yes.
to that one. You were very good, by the
Oh,
way.
thank
Both
you.
of you.
Thank you.
I was practicing a lot at home at the time because it was the pandemic.
Yeah, we learned a lot of BTS dances
Yeah.
during that time.
Couldn't remember a single one.
It's gone.
Maybe
it's gone.
parts. Yeah.
But yeah, we really wanted to connect with people, and so that's why we started our little Run BTS events. It was more intimate settings so that people could make friends, and they do, and they have, and we've seen friendships blossom and stick, and it's really beautiful. And then on top of that, we were like, let's do something crazy and replicate another show that they do, which is called In the Soup, where BTS, again, as a group of 7, go essentially glamping
Yep.
or cottaging in Korea. And we did that last year for the first time in September. We had a group of 65 people.
That's so many people.
That's so many.
It was so fun.
It was
That's
amazing.
so cool.
Okay, yeah. Tell me more about that experience. What was it like to show up with a group of people that you had sort of curated, I guess? But what was that weekend like?
Well, to be honest, we actually didn't curate it. So we put it out there. We were like, oh, we honestly don't know who's going to want to come to this. Because one of our, not fears, but definitely consideration points is always cost for ARMY.
Sure, yeah.
K-pop is expensive.
Yes.
Your wallet never stops. There's always content to buy. There's always concerts to save for. And so we're always like very cost conscious about our events. And for In the Soup, we were like, oh my God, I don't know if people are going to want to come to this because it's a weekend away, you know, and you're paying for accommodation and food and everything and transportation. But it was honestly, and I will say that I was very doubtful about In the Soup. I was very skeptical all the way up until literally we got to the camp because I was like, this is a big undertaking.
It's a big swing.
And this is going to be a lot. And when we do our events, it's usually like a 2-hour thing or like a 4-hour thing. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to spend a weekend socializing.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Hey, this is going to be fun. And I can't tell you how honestly inspired I was. Julie was always obviously a believer in the event. She was like, this is going to be amazing. And I was doubtful. And then all of a sudden the bus turned up, 65 people got off, and instantaneously it was as if everybody had the same mindset of just, okay, I'm going into this weekend totally embracing whatever comes my way. I'm going to make friends. I'm going to put myself in uncomfortable situations. I'm scared of heights. I'm going to climb to the top of this rock climbing wall because BTS did it. I can do it.
I mean, BTS screamed a lot of
The whole time.
It's true.
The
It's
whole
true.
time.
It's true. And to be fair, ARMY did not. So who's braver? I don't know. I don't know. But it was really, honestly, a transforming weekend. And so many people who showed up, to our surprise, were solo attendees.
That's
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah.
Was like-
coming without any friends.
That's wild. And just like, I think that's such a testament to ARMY as a collective entity that it feels safe for people to show up, even if they're nervous, even if they're introverted,
Yeah.
that you know within this group of fans that you'll never walk alone, that you'll have someone, you'll find people to spend time with and who get it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's such a positive space, and like there's not a mean-spirited sort of energy
isn't. No.
anywhere in ARMY, which is wild because like not that fandom breeds that by any means, but like Star Wars fandom, for instance, can break down into some toxic groups and some not so toxic groups, and that's pretty normal for most fandoms. This one really feels like an outlier to me.
Yeah, I think everybody, again, is very much under this collective mentality that love at the end of the day is what's going to conquer all. Love yourself, love each other, love BTS. Everything good in life is going to come from love. And honestly, that weekend, I think, was a perfect encapsulation of what it meant to be ARMY.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah.
holy moly.
We're very excited to do it again. I'm so excited. I'm like, let's go.
Is it a lot of the same people signing up, or are there new people?
Surprisingly, a lot of new people.
So many
That's-
new people and so
that's
many new
wild.
solo people.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything that you, from running these experiences, from spending a lot of time with ARMY, that you've learned like about yourselves or about the collective grouping of people?
About myself, I've learned that I'm not as brave as a lot of these people. Like, I imagine myself in their shoes, like scrolling online, coming across a sponsored post for a BTS dance party, being intrigued, but then I imagine myself being like, I'm actually not going to go because I don't know these people. I don't know anybody else going. I don't want to put myself out there like that.
Yeah.
But these people, the ARMY that come to our events, have so much courage, are so inspiring, and it really makes me look at myself and be like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it.
That's amazing.
That's so cool. Although I feel like you
said
deserve a
you're not
little
brave.
credit.
Look what you like.
I feel like it takes some courage to be like, I've never thrown a party before, and I'm gonna do it right now.
That's just because I'm boss.
I can attest to that one.
You can be both. You can be two things.
But thank you.
Takes some courage to take action, though.
Yeah,
It does,
really
especially
does.
to throw a party. What if nobody shows up? That's a fear a lot of people have,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Every time we throw up an event, whether it be a dance party or a Run BTS event in the Soup, there is a consistent level of fear in both
Yeah.
Marissa and I.
I'm always like, nobody's showing up this time.
Nope.
This will be the one.
People will be like, but you had like a sold out event last time, so of course people are gonna. I'm like, nope, that was it. That was the peak. We are now on the downfall.
That was a fluke. They realized
it was
between then
really-
and now.
Yeah,
The 6 times that's happened, those were all flukes. This is the one.
this is the one.
Feels like every single event you've ever done is sold out. Or gotten close, anyway.
We've grown venues, so
Right,
we
yeah.
haven't technically sold them out, but we've done better almost every time.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People love BTS.
People love
the
BTS.
fandom keeps growing.
Yeah. It's getting bigger and bigger now, I think, especially because Korean culture is sort of like really infiltrating the space in Western culture, I think.
And I can't even imagine what the BTS comeback in 2026 is going to be like, especially following K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
I know,
That's my
that's
micro
a-
fandom. I'll talk about it shortly.
Yeah.
But oh my God, that friggin' movie.
Yeah.
was-
It got us good.
oh, it got us so good.
Yep.
How has being ARMY and being falling like in love with BTS, because you're sisters, how has that impacted your relationship?
We were always very close.
Okay.
We have a third sister. Sorry to our third sister. She knows this, obviously.
Is she into BTS?
She is,
She is.
but not as much as we are.
Not in an
Although
organizing events kind of way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's
fair.
there.
She did name her cat Jimin though, so
Really?
you know, she is a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah.
But we've always been close, and we've always had a really good relationship. I think BTS has brought it to another level, and
Yeah.
it's
I get very sentimental about it actually. I get very like, oh, yeah, I'm doing this with my sister.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's really special looking from the outside in and just being like, this is amazing that you've chosen to take your love and also your familial love and put it together to make these incredible things for essentially a group of strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't your dad at the last event guarding the bouncy slide?
Yes.
He was so proud. He was sitting there just being like, his big smile on his face, just watching
whole
you guys
time.
dance the whole time.
It was
very
amazing.
sweet.
We put our family to work every event. Yeah, every event.
we take all the credit, but most of the credit goes to them.
Yeah.
They deserve their flowers. They do so much for us,
Yeah.
and we really wouldn't be able to do it without them. So
Yeah,
it's a family affair.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Amazing.
Love that.
Yeah. True of BTS as well.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you made, you say that you have a very small circle of friends. Have you made more friends through this?
I can't imagine you have a small circle of
I
friends.
can't imagine now.
Yes, we have made friends. Actually, one of them is like a really good friend of Jules now, and she introduced us to a whole new fandom of rock climbing, which is kind of
Oh,
cool.
cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely people within the community where we're like, oh my gosh, I have your phone number. I could text you.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Is there anything that you as ARMY want to say to other ARMY who might be listening and maybe not feel like, not know other ARMY, not know how to connect with the fandom outside of their own personal interests? Is there anything you'd say to those folks? Or who might be hesitant to call themselves ARMY? Like, I only know one or two BTS songs. I don't know.
Ooh. Well, first off, I think being ARMY is brave in and of itself. So I want them to acknowledge that, because in a world where it's often deemed silly to like a boy band, especially for adults,
Yeah.
it is brave to be like, yeah, I like these guys. If you are an ARMY who wants to make friends, or you have a smaller social group and you want to expand that, all I can say is, just channel BTS. Honestly, it honestly comes back to that, as corny as it is if you love yourself and you truly believe that, then you will be unafraid to just jump into things. There's a lot of things that we've done where we're like, oh my God, that's very beyond us. I don't know if we want to even go there. And we're like, no, I think BTS would be really proud of us if we did that. Mm-hmm. And so not like what would Jesus do, what would BTS do kind of thing, but oftentimes it
not
does.
that.
It's not that, I do often think about that. I'm like, oh yeah, what would BTS do in this situation? Okay, maybe I'll do that.
Should we make WWBD bracelets?
I think that would pop off, if I'm being honest with you.
WWBTSD.
BTS.
What would BTS do?
I mean, it's nice because they do want to be good role models, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's cool. I'm sure they would be very happy to hear that.
I mean, I think about them, again, Jules mentioned Namjoon is really the only English speaker, but even at their tours, every single one of them have made an attempt to speak in English whenever they're in North America, and I'm thinking oh, that's brave.
Yeah. It really is.
I just want to channel even an ounce of that energy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If somebody was go on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people and say a sentence in Korean, I
Yes.
would be like, oh my God, help me.
Yeah.
Because for sure I would mess it up. But so brave.
I did that at our last event. I was supposed to be leading the happy birthday in Korean, and I got real scared up there, and I was like, Jules, you do it. So I needed to channel BTS in that moment, guys.
I feel ya.
They didn't become the BTS they are now just out of the
That's
blue.
right.
They
Yeah,
worked
that's
up
true.
towards
They really
it.
did. They really did.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of people are learning Korean as a result of it too, which I find really interesting.
Yeah, we've actually talked about, do we organize, learn
I'm in.
Korean group classes?
I'm in.
I know.
I want
It would
some.
be
I'm
so
there.
fun. I think
Tell
it's
me
so
when.
fun. And I also need that accountability of other people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other people are at your level.
Yes.
You know, who
Yeah.
won't be like, that's not a
That's
word,
not
you know?
it.
Because it probably won't be a word.
No.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's the point.
The Duolingo owl does not pressure me into learning. It's, it makes those faces on your phone. It makes you feel bad, but it
a judgy
doesn't.
owl.
It's a judgy owl. It doesn't inspire me to want to learn. But I feel like, especially if other people were like, we're going to learn using BTS as helping us to like teach ourselves. Like, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
You should do it.
That's hot.
That's hot. Now that BTS has finished their mandatory military service, well, what are you most excited to possibly see? What do you think are the things that come next? Obviously, we know there's an album and a tour.
Yep.
What do you want to see?
More nipple.
Remember when they said
Free the nipple.
remember when they were like the next version is not going to be all of us topless, and then it was absolutely all of them
All of
topless.
them
All of them.
topless. Yeah.
I was here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most of the
Yeah.
fandom was,
Yeah.
if not just to be like, how many muscles do you have?
Let's count them.
Let's count them.
I'm joking.
You're kind of joking.
Yeah. We all saw Hope on the stage.
Yes. He is very fit and very unshirted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
That's true.
Killing it, girl.
Killing it.
Killing a girl.
Killing J-Hope. I'm really excited for whatever they have in store. I have no expectations of them. Whatever they are ready to give us, I am prepared to receive. And I just want to see them live. I just want to see them as 7 again. As much as I love each of them individually and all of their personal pursuits, I'm so excited for OT7.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind, and actually, controversial, I don't want to see it, but I would like them to be able to do things without having to always show us. I think there's a lot of pressure within K-pop to always be documenting every single thing that they do. And I mean, I can only imagine that's really taxing.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to say I want them to fill their cup a little bit. Like, do things on your own that you don't feel you need to document and share with us. Like, live your life. You guys are now in your 30s. She's almost in her 30s. I'm in my 30s. And I'm like, yeah, live your life.
Yeah.
We love you. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
We're clearly not going anywhere.
We are absolutely not.
And I
We're
think
here.
that was a fear of theirs at some point that like, oh, we're just taking off and the pandemic happened and like we're going to lose this momentum. But it appears as though they haven't.
No.
So they deserve that.
They do. They really do.
Yeah, that's a nice thing about ARMY as well. I find them not very demanding of, or us, because I am also ARMY, not very demanding of BTS in the sense that they want them to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is lovely.
Lovely. They always check in with us every time it's cold in Korea. Jimin will come on Weverse to be like, hey, don't forget your coats and bundle up. And I'm like, same to you, Jimin.
Oh,
Stay warm there, buddy. You
That's
too.
nice.
I know, it's so
I
nice.
like that.
They come on and be like, your exams are coming up. You guys got this. Like, that's so kind.
That is really cute.
I mean, our last question is usually, what's the nerdiest thing you've done in relation to this fandom? I feel like we have some answers.
Yeah.
But does one specific thing stand out for you of all of the things that you've done and given to ARMY?
Oh, man. I don't know. The nerdiest? I mean, we're pretty nerdy people. So we do a lot of nerdy things.
Relatable.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know. That one's a really tough one.
I mean, I think making a series of
Events.
incredibly popular events probably does count. So I can see why you're struggling to best that, to be honest with you.
Honestly, that is I guess that's true. We do spend a lot of time working on our events and stuff.
Yeah.
And it shows.
Yeah.
It really shows.
It really does.
As people who have attended several of them, you can definitely feel the love, both in terms of how you curate it all and the love of the people in the room who have love for you for making these spaces for them. So
Yeah, I mean, it's part of why we wanted to have you on because, like, the sort of the motto of our show is "Love what you love and tell everyone about it," and I feel like you really exemplify that. You are exactly what that is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It's true. It's just true. You do it. You put your money where your mouth is. So,
Okay, at the end of each one, we have mini games. So we've talked a lot about ARMY, but we're going to take it back to BTS because we know that they contain multitudes. But I want each of you to give us 3 to 5 words to describe the members so people can get to know them better. You can't repeat the other person's word. So we're going to go in order of the fan chant. We're going to start with RM. Give us 3 to 5 words each to describe RM.
Sexy brain. Does that count as 2 or is
yeah,
that?
no, that's hyphenated.
That's
Obviously.
hyphenated. Okay, yeah. That's
Hyphenated.
one word.
What?
Seems really obviously
Yeah.
hyphenated to me. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said one earlier. Titties.
Yeah. Yeah. Which hilariously, I think in our first BTS episode also came up.
I think that did come up.
specifically.
Yeah.
Because Anne described him as daddy with a Y.
Yeah.
It did come up.
Yeah, there was a lot of differentiation of
Yeah,
daddies for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, okay, and a third?
It's just like ultimate leader. Again, hyphenated.
Yeah,
Hyphenated.
Yeah.
He's such a good leader.
He is, yeah.
Namjoon for president. Like everybody, come on.
100%.
He's
Yeah.
excellent. Just very well spoken, very articulate.
Yeah, and he can play the saxophone, which American presidents have before. So
great.
come
Yeah.
on, let's
Let's
go.
I would vote for him.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
No question.
I would get citizenship to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
I think we all are, right?
Yeah. Anywhere he leads, I'm going.
The nation of ARMY.
Yeah, absolutely. How
All right.
about you?
3 words.
Do these words have to be super descriptive?
No.
It could
Okay.
be whatever words ring your
Yeah.
heart.
Whatever
Okay.
comes to
RM.
mind first.
Okay,
You know?
I'm gonna be so superficial,
Do it.
Do it.
but nobody get mad at me. Bicycle,
Yep.
books,
Yep.
art.
I feel like that is a perfect. That is perfect.
An encapsulation.
Yeah, you captured his like personality
Yeah,
right there.
I see you, RM.
Yeah.
you did. I just see titties and Jules.
I see culture.
Yeah, he sneaks up on my biases a lot too, because I'm like, I just want to go to an art gallery with you and have a whiskey and talk.
Yeah.
You seem nice. You know, I like him a lot. He's such a nerd.
Gin. Let's talk about gin.
Tuna.
Yeah.
Tuna.
Yeah, he has a song called Super Tuna for those who don't know, and it's very, very silly. He marries a tuna. He just likes fishing. That's it. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
And he doesn't catch very much either. That's
No, he's
the
not good
amazing
at fishing.
thing. No.
No.
It's pure joy.
Being good at things has never stopped Jin.
No, that's actually
Why I
so
love him.
true. So true. Food.
Food. Yeah. Yeah, total foodie.
He's, obsessed with food. Cook, good chef. And the last one, just silly.
Yeah.
He's such a silly boy.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think shameless
Shame-
to add on to the
totally.
silly,
Yes.
Yes.
but in the best way.
Yeah.
In a way where it's kind
Yeah.
and to support other people and
Yes.
encourage other people. It's really beautiful. I know that Anne said daddy with an I. I'm going to say uncle.
Oh,
Yes.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He gives me really cool uncle energy.
Absolutely.
Completely.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say that's more accurate than daddy, personally. Yeah.
And my last word for Jin would be
Can I hijack one of
Yeah.
yours? Just like he is generosity personified.
Yeah.
He has done so much for ARMY, so much for BTS, while the rest of the boys have been, in the military enlistment, offering free hugs. He didn't have to do that.
He's holding on. He was holding on the fort
He
a long
was
time.
really holding down the fort for a long
Yeah.
time. So I would say generous. He was so generous with his time.
generous, thoughtful, just a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, sugar.
I'm scared to say anything because I'm like, Jules is going to be like, nope, that's my man.
Jules, you can start.
Okay, I will start. Genius.
Yeah.
He is a genius. My husband.
Hyphenated.
And very attuned.
Ooh, yeah. He's insightful as hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right.
I would say I'm going to go with the obvious stuff so that way if anybody is listening who doesn't know Yoongi, I just want to be in safe territory with my sister so she doesn't get mad at me. Cat.
Yep.
Cat, yeah.
We've mentioned.
Yeah.
He, for anybody who doesn't know, he looks like a cat.
It looks like a
Like
sleepy
a
little
little
cat.
cat.
Tendencies. Yeah. Tangerines.
Yep.
Loves a little orange. And again, hyphenated, but gummy smile.
Yeah, he
I
has such
love
a
his
beautiful
gummy
smile.
Yeah, he does.
When he
Yeah.
smiles, I'm like, oh, that's the world
Yeah.
captured in your teeth. I love
When,
it.
when you get the full teeth in there, he looks so happy. You
So
just want to hug
happy.
him. All right, J-Hope,
J-Hope.
Dance god.
hyphenated.
Dance again, hyphenated.
Look, people underuse hyphens, I find.
I agree.
Yeah, as a rule. So
Underutilized.
we're
for
bringing
sure.
it back.
Yeah. Now I think of abs because of that music video and all of his
Yeah.
performances during
been working
Killing
hard.
It Girl.
He's
He's been working hard. And Sunshine. He is pure sunshine.
For me, J-Hope is encouraging, funny, energy.
Yeah. Totally. The energy is really there. Like, I think of Tigger when I think of J-Hope
Yeah.
because he's so
Yes.
bouncy.
So bouncy.
The bounciest man I've ever seen in my life. The man's made of rubber.
Even when he laughs, his laugh goes through his whole body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
You know, he can't
I
stay
take
still.
that back. It's not funny. I mean, he is funny.
Yeah.
But it's more the laughter that
Yeah.
he brings.
Yeah, he reminds me of one of those like Disney skeletons that like dances and is like all
Yeah.
wiggly. He's
Yeah.
just he doesn't look like he should be able to exist.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right, Jimin. I love watching your faces.
The facial
Sometimes you,
expressions
like, take a moment and go,
are incredible.
I'm really thinking.
I mean, Mochi.
Mochi, baby Mochi.
He, like, I just want to squeeze his cheeks. I feel like they would be Mochi.
Yeah.
Just sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he's got a pure soul in there. And the last one. So many hyphens, okay?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's a sentence. Let's go.
Every man's bias.
Yes.
Totally.
Every
Yeah.
man I've
Yep.
ever met is like, oh, that Jimin, though. I'm like,
Catches them.
yes, he
does.
really does.
Yep.
Like, I love watching reaction videos, people reacting to BTS, and all of them are like, Jimin, what the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell is this guy doing to
I
me?
mean, I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We all get it.
We all get it.
We all
He's
get it.
beautiful.
But it's like, wow, you've got the eyes of every man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every man.
It's true.
Jimin, graceful,
Oh, totally.
cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pinch them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pinky. I want to hold his pinky.
Yeah, that's cute. I
feel
see
like
that.
He'd be very tender.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's also Libra, so I feel like a real kinship with Jimin.
I feel like he's come the furthest since those early days when he was like, I'm a hard dude. And we
Yeah.
were like,
I'm so hard
No,
to look at
you
my
were
abs.
No, you're not. No,
It's
you're
like,
not.
oh, now that you've loved yourself and you've
Yeah.
accepted who you are,
Yeah.
he just shines.
Be soft, my friend.
All right, Taeyang V.
I think you're going to take the lead
You
on
have to
this
go
one.
first on this one.
I mean, I have a husband, but he's my husband. yeah.
Hyphen.
Also, I'm gonna say brain, but not sexy brain. His brain just works in so many
He's weird.
mysterious
He's
ways.
weird in a great way.
In a great way.
He's a little weirdo.
Like, you don't know what to expect from him.
No, he's always coming from left field. And I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? So just his brain. And I'm going to say chameleon because I feel like he can really adapt. Like he wants to be in the rap line, let's be honest. But, he sings very low, but he can be very high. And he's just, I don't know, he's very chameleon to me.
V to me is mysterious. A baby bear. And my sister's husband.
My brother-in-law.
My brother-in-law.
I do find the baby bear, I think, is the specific part. Because
Yeah.
he doesn't, he seems, I know he's not the youngest in the group, but he seems like the baby of the group. Like, they all take such good care of him. And he's like, please, make me food.
Yeah.
Please take care of me.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we got you.
Yeah,
we'll take
yeah,
care
yeah.
of you.
Yeah, 100%. All right, and last but not least, Jungkook.
He's like, okay, Renaissance Man really comes to mind. For
Yeah,
him.
totally.
He's just so talented at everything.
It's unreasonable.
Anything.
Really, that's actually my second word. Unreasonable.
Like, how dare he be so physically adept and also able to paint and also able to sing the way he can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about hyphen. He's a multi-hyphen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Really, really is.
Just 3 hyphens.
Yeah.
That's the 3 words.
yeah, exactly. yeah. So many hyphens. And my last one, again, hyphen. Banana milk. I don't know. Every time I just drink a banana milk, I'm like, oh, JK.
He definitely has a banana milk energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
JK to me gives me boyfriend energy.
Yes.
He would be a crazy good boyfriend.
Because he would be like, I'm going to be as good a boyfriend as I can possibly be.
Yes.
Because I'm good at everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
That's right,
And
yeah.
I'm an independent lady, but you
He'd
can
respect
support
that.
me.
He'd respect your independence.
Yeah,
But
I
also
think
be
so.
there for you.
Baby Star Candy hyphen.
Mhm.
Did you say that?
No, but that's what I was thinking originally, but I'm glad you said it.
I think it just encapsulates what he was and what he still is underneath all of the muscles and the
Yeah.
tattoos. He's still that Baby Star Candy, and I just
He just wants to make
Yeah.
everyone proud.
Yeah, he does. He wants to do his best.
Oh. All right. Before we wrap up, is there anything you want to say about BTS that we haven't gotten to say
Or
yet?
ARMY.
Or ARMY?
We love you.
we love
We love it so much.
I love it.
Love you guys. No, honestly, our lives, you know how like when people have babies or things like that, they're like, oh, I can't imagine my life before so and so. I'm like, I genuinely can't imagine my life before BTS. I don't remember what that was like.
Yeah. It seems
And-
to have legitimately changed your life.
Yes.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
in
Genuinely.
so many ways, spiritually, as a business, you know, we're
Yeah.
doing things that we never thought or dreamed that we would ever do. We have friends that we never
We didn't know we had.
You have their phone numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's life changing.
That's so beautiful. And I think BTS would be proud.
Oh, no question.
I hope so.
No
Just would be
question.
really proud of this podcast too.
Oh,
They would. They really would. I know they're listening from South Korea.
They must be. Yeah.
I know you're all
for sure.
listening. Thank you so much for being fans of our podcast.
Yeah.
We're-
We love you. Take a
We love
nap.
you. Yeah. Take a break.
Take a long break.
Or have a scotch. Well, at the end of every episode, we like to share our micro fandoms of the week, which we'll do in just a minute. But before we do, here's some ways you can connect with us. As we said, the show's always going to be free. But if you're like, I have money, I need to give it to people, give it to us. Go to patreon.com/The Fandom Show, where you get access to episodes early. You can submit questions. You can enjoy our monthly Nerds letter. You can listen to our patron-exclusive podcast. You can just generally reach out to us. We're there. We want you to be there. So come on over to patreon.com. You can also find us on social media at Fandom Show Pod or at our website, thefandomshow.com.
We also have merch, so if you want to snag any exclusive Fandom Show merch, you can head to thefandomshow.dashery.com and please tell all of your nerdiest friends about us, or if you so please, your regular friends.
Or even your
and-
enemies. We're
Yeah.
not picky.
Yeah, we'll take them if you're looking to keep them busy. And please get on your podcast provider of choice, no matter what that is, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Apple, wherever it is. Do a little rate, review, and subscribe. Tell us your bias, or tell us what your favorite band is that has changed your life. I would love to know. Even a one-sentence review, one-word review, it could help us move up in the charts. And then we can meet more people, we can have more fans, and maybe they'll find the fandom that'll change their life. That is our goal. So you can find us also on the From Superheroes Discord, where you can meet other fans, or you can hit us up directly. And now for our micro fandoms of the week, starting with Steph, you want to go?
I already
go first?
said it. It's K-pop Demon Hunters. That movie has just wormed my brain so hard. So it's a Netflix film. It's, I believe, a North American production, but done with predominantly Korean cast and creatives. And the songs are so good. The story's so good. The animation is so good.
It's so good.
I have not listened to much other than that soundtrack for the last 2.5 weeks, and Kaya can attest to that.
Yeah, I absolutely can. Yeah, Shannon compared it to sort of like this generation's Josie and the Pussycats, in that it's like an absolute banger of a soundtrack.
I haven't stopped thinking about it. I also really deeply identify with the tiger in the movie. If you've seen it, you'll know. Derpy is me. I am Derpy.
Personally, I like the little bird with the hat.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we recently
you.
identified that we are just sidekicks.
Yeah.
to
You're the
everything.
tiger and I'm the bird with the hat.
Yes, the Timon and the Pumbaa. We are sidekicks. But yeah, it's incredible. I've told everyone who encounters me about it. And I think go watch it. It's an hour and a half of your life. Even if you don't like it, you're supporting people making awesome stuff. So go to Netflix. Or if you have other ways of getting Netflix content, follow your heart. Follow your heart. Kaya, what are you into?
Well, that in theory could have been mine as well, because it is a really, really great movie, but you did a very good job at that. So I'm just going to add a fourth Shannon shout out, because she's teaching us about 17 right now. We're learning about 17.
No way.
So we have our friend is literally putting us through like a boot camp in a group thread of one at a time, teaching us all the members of 17.
There's 13 of them, so
Yeah,
that's
there
a
is,
lot.
which was my first favorite thing about 17 is that there's 13 of them. So yeah, it has been such a fun time to have someone like walk us through it, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So yeah, the rap line is my current my current thing. I keep listening to their songs, so that's mine. All right,
Marissa and Jules, what are you both nerding out about?
I am nerding out about climbing right now, and Marissa touched on this earlier. I have gotten into climbing this year. I started in January, and I now go 3 times a week, very consistently. This past weekend, I was volunteering at a climbing competition,
Cool.
and I got to judge
Cool.
those climbs.
that's awesome.
It was so fun, and I
Awesome.
was, full transparency, doing it for the free gym passes.
Yeah.
But then came away being like, I need to join a competition now. I need to get so good that I can do a competition, because it's just the best.
That's so cool.
I would highly recommend you to try climbing if you are interested.
Very cool.
Yeah,
You
very
do not do fandom halfway, do you? You're like,
Oh, no.
I like climbing now, and I will compete.
That is exactly what.
Action oriented.
Yeah. That's exactly what my boyfriend said. I love that.
Incredible.
That's what Suga said.
Yeah, he did. He called me and he was like,
Amazing.
"Oh wow, you don't half-ass anything,
Man,
do you?"
he's so great. What a good guy.
So mine's really like a throwback one. My husband and I were just like perusing Apple TV, and we saw that the Rugrats box set was for sale.
Get out.
And we were like, do we do it? And we did it.
Did? Yes, you did.
So we're rewatching Rugrats right now, which is pretty cool.
does it
so
hold
fun.
up?
Oh my God, it holds up so much. And I have to say, that show is beyond its years.
Oh yeah.
It was very, I won't say woke, but like there was a lot of things in that where I was like, wow, I'm so glad I watched Rugrats as a kid. And it explains so much about me.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm very happy.
It was a genuinely brilliant show.
Genuinely brilliant. And I love all of the characters so much. And there were so many like side characters. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about you. Great.
That's
Yeah.
so fun.
That's, what a fun throwback.
Yeah.
I'm delighted for you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you both so much for being here. Where can people find you? What do you want to plug?
Ooh, they can find us on Instagram at bangtan.ball. That's BANGTAN.ball. They can find us on TikTok at the same handle. We are on Twitter, but we are not actively on Twitter.
Yep.
Very reasonable.
We're scared of
Yeah.
Twitter.
It's a scary
army.
place.
Yep.
Yeah, we're posting new events very soon. We have
Nice.
In the Soup coming in September.
And we have a run club, which is starting in like
Yeah.
a week and a half, which we're very excited about.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Getting people active.
Yeah, getting people active. I am not a runner, so please join me.
I'm not either, so maybe I'll have to.
Maybe we will. Well, thank you so much for sharing your love. Until next time, love the things you love and tell everyone about them.
Throw a party even.
Bye.
Bye.
Kim Namjoon, Kim Seokjin,
Min Yoongi,
Jung Ho-suk, Park Jimin, Kim Taehyung, Jung Jungkook, BTS!
The Fandom Show.